Okay, today we're going to read about, boy, I'm really going to mess up this name. It's Yaa Asantewaa. She was a Ashanti leader. She lived from 1840 to 1921, so a long time ago. But she lived to be 81 years old. That's pretty good in 1921. Today's Ghana has a region in the south called Ashanti. It is named after the Ashanti people who make up most of its population. The Ashanti live in groups called clans, each with its own chief. In 1670, these clans had teamed up to form the Ashanti Kingdom under the leadership of a single king. It grew rich and powerful, selling gold and slaves to the British, Dutch, and Danes, who had set up trading posts along the coast known as the Gold Coast. By the time Yaa Asantewaa was born, the British had taken over the other Europeans' Gold Coast forts. During the 1870s, they ransacked the Ashanti capital, Kumasi, built a fort opposite the king's palace, and demanded huge taxes. Yaa Asantewaa was Ashanti royalty. Her brother was chief of the Edwiso from the 1880s until his death in 1894, when the throne passed to Yaa Asantewaa's grandson, Kofi Tini. In 1896, the British demanded that the Ashanti give up their lands and become part of the British Empire. When King Prempeh refused, he was captured and deported, along with Kofi Tene and some other chiefs. Yaa Asantewaa took over as chief of Edwiso. Even with their king gone, the Ashanti continued to resist British rule. Frustrated, the British governor of the Gold Coast ordered them to hand over the golden stool, the most precious and powerful object in the kingdom. It was a sacred symbol, kept in a secret place known only to the king and his trusted officials. The Ashanti chiefs met to discuss this humiliating demand. The gold stool was the foundation of their society. Handing it over would spell the end of Ashanti independence. Yaa Asantewaa was the guardian of the golden stool at the time. Seeing the fear all around her, she fired a gun into the air and rallied the chiefs with a rousing speech. Impressed, the chiefs made Yaa Asantewaa the first female commander-in-chief of the Ashanti army. She was a smart choice. She ordered each village to build a defensive stockade and won back the capital with siege tactics, preventing supplies reaching the British fort. Her use of drums on the battlefield terrified the British forces. At first, Yaa Asantewaa's tactics were successful, but in 1901, the British shipped in more troops, overwhelmed the 5,000 Ashanti fighters, and won the War of the Golden Stool. Yaa Asantewaa was sent into exile in the Seychelles Islands off East Africa. The Gold Coast region was under British rule, but the Ashanti king and chiefs were eventually allowed to return. Yaa Asantewaa's bravery was celebrated in songs, and in 1957, Ghana gained independence once more.